Get on the WHIO payroll and win $1,000 of our money. Download the WHIO app or visit WHIO.com for full details. Now, back to America's most listened to talk lineup, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
All right, so time.
We get the show on the road.
I've been waiting for it all day.
And not a moment too soon.
Listen to talk radio.
This guy, Todd.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
He's weird.
Best thing on the radio.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I love cheese. 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 I really love the cheese.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Just heard that the Big Cheese Fest is going on Saturday at Austin Landing. Woohoo! Cheese, glorious cheese. I do love cheese. I would have to say my favorite, believe it or not, Munster. I love Munster cheese. Followed by mozzarella, provolone, and, of course, American. It is the Evening Edge. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Tonight we have tickets to give away for The Kite Runner, based on an international best-selling novel. It'll be at the Victoria Theater. Opening night is May 28th, and that's when your tickets are good for. So I haven't really thought of a clever way to give away tickets to The Kite Runner. So just listen, and I'll tell you when to call in if you'd like to go. We'll just make it that simple. Also, we've got a crazy dog story. It's actually more about the owner. I'd say it's probably 50-50 about the dog and the owner. It's just a weird coincidence, not coincidence, but just a weird incident. And we're going to talk about that. So I don't know if you listen to the Miami Valley's morning news. You got Larry, you got Brittany, you got Jeremy, you got Jake, and Britley. Am I missing anybody? No, I think that's it. They're doing something called the Chopped Challenge. And basically, this morning, Jeremy Ratliff chose a couple of, I guess you could call them, what are we going to call them? Let's see. Proteins. That's what it is. Proteins. I talked about this last night. Tonight's the night you need to call in with your ingredient suggestions. Jeremy had the choice of chicken, and this was randomly chosen. Chicken breast, turkey leg, ground beef, shrimp, or salmon, and he picked turkey leg. He also randomly chose a fruit or vegetable from the following: broccoli, apples, raisins, English cucumbers, or cherry tomatoes. He picked cherry tomatoes. Oh, pepper jack's a good one, too. Yeah, I like that. And the style of the meal, the choices were Sunday brunch, date night, picnic, comfort food, and he picked date night. So you got to think about this. You got to think about preparing some sort of dish with a turkey leg, cherry tomatoes, and it's got to be for a date night. Now, here's what they're asking for from us, the Edgeheads, here on WHIO. They want us to suggest a wild card ingredient. It could be anything. Some crazy wild card ingredient suggestion. And you call in with your suggestions, 937-457-1290, or you can message me, or you can hop on the live stream and put your comment there. And at the end of the night, I will sort of narrow it down. And then I will be the final dictator here, and I will choose what ingredient the Edgeheads will suggest to Miami Valley's Morning News. And then tomorrow morning, around 7:50 or so, boy, it's early for me, I'm going to be on the show. Calling in. I'll be probably still in bed, but I'll be calling and letting Larry and Brittany and Jeremy and Jake and Britley know what the ingredient is. So if you'd like to make a suggestion of a wild card ingredient for the Miami Valley Morning News Chop Challenge, give us a call, 937-457-1290. Now, speaking of food, something happened today that was quite miraculous. Last night we were talking on the show. We had a crazy story from Indiana where a guy tried to, well, he didn't try, he robbed. He robbed I think it was a Dollar General. And what he made away with included a bag of Funyuns. And I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't had Funyuns in a long time. And I seem to recall that down in the snack room, or we got a little snack room, the snack machine, that from time to time I will see Funyuns in there. So Parker Testa was producing last night. I gave him my credit card, and I said, because I don't carry cash, I gave him my credit card, and I said, hey, go down there during the show, right in the middle of the show, right in the middle of a segment. Go down there and get me a bag of Funyuns. Well, he went down there and he came back empty-handed. Apparently, no Funyuns. So today, I was working at my desk, and I had to, and I work on the other side of the building from the radio stations. I think they did that intentionally. I'm not sure. I think that was the case. But I was at my desk, and I said, well, I got to run down the radio. I got to take care of something. So I run down there. I run down here, actually, where I'm at now, and I'm doing what I got to do. And I get back to my desk, and guess who visited me? The Funyun Fairy. Not only did the Funyun Fairy leave me one bag of Funyuns, the Funyun Fairy left me 4 bags of Funyuns. So I don't know how that happened, but thank you, Funyun Fairy, wherever you might be, for the Funyuns. I appreciate it. 937-457-1290. Let's talk to Paul in Dayton. Hey, Paul.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
How about durian fruit?
What is it called?
Durian, Durian fruit.
Durian fruit.
Yeah, it's got such a magical aroma that it's been banned in many airports in kind of Indonesia.
So it's quite odorous, is what you're saying.
Pungent.
Pungent. Okay. Well, can you buy that here?
Yeah, I think you might. Jungle Gyms might carry it. Yeah, I think you can get it.
Okay, because whatever ingredient that they use has to be easily accessible. You know, they just need to be able to go down to the supermarket and pick it up. So,
well, I'd say this is probably off that list.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put it in the mix anyway, Paul. Okay.
Outstanding.
All right, appreciate it. All right, Kathy and Eaton, what's going on, Kathy?
Hi, Todd.
Hi.
A lot of us listening to your show, we love it. And there's a lot of recipes out there that use Cheez-It.
Oh, of course, Cheez-Its. Now, see, I think I got to be honest with you, Kathy. I think if after tonight we get all these great suggestions and I narrow it down to Cheez-It, I think I will catch a little grief from Larry Hanskin. It'll be like, wait, the fix is on, you know?
Okay.
But it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Cheez-It. You just mentioned Cheez-It. I just mentioned that I got 4 bags of Funyuns. Maybe we should have them add Funyuns.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's an idea.
That might not be as obvious as Cheez-It, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, Kathy. Appreciate your. And by the way, she said she liked the show, and there you go. Holly in Dayton. Hey, Holly.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Do you have any ingredient suggestion for Miami Valley's Morning News Chop Challenge?
I did.
Yeah.
I had 2. One of them was the Cheez-Its that she just mentioned.
Right.
Dayton.
All right.
But how about SPKs, Little Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Kids. Now that is interesting. I was thinking, see, when they were talking about, a wild card ingredient, I was thinking something like curry or paprika or something like that.
Right.
But Sour Patch Kids, I think, would make Jeremy Ratliff very happy.
There we go.
He's kind of from that era of Sour Patch Kids. So All right. I'm
There
going
you
to
go.
put that on the list. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate it.
you.
Yep. 937-457-1290. All right. We got a couple of suggestions here on the live stream. Let's see. We've got obviously Cheez-Its. Yeah. Bourbon infused honey. That's not bad. We got Carolina Reaper pepper. That's not bad. Italian dressing, or as my mom calls it, Italian. Not Italian. It's Italian. Let's see. What else do we have? Pomegranate. Okay. Crunchy peanut butter. Pumpkin. Oh, pumpkin's not bad. Pumpkin and turkey legs. I'm going to write down pumpkin. That's good. All right. So if you got one of these ideas, 937-457-1290. Also, I just want to mention this because this has been an ongoing concern for the last week or two. The Wild Shoe sighting page, the Dayton Wild Shoe sighting page. I launched this a week or so ago. If you see a random shoe out in the wild, well, I screwed up. I'm going to take my public pummeling right now. Not to get into all the high weeds with this, but I should have started the Dayton Wild Shoe sighting Facebook page. It should have been a group. It shouldn't have been a page, because on a page, you, the edgeheads, can't post your videos or your pictures of those wild shoes. I screwed up. So I'm sorry. A lot of people are let down by this. But I have launched the Wild Shoe sighting group, and it's now on my Facebook page. You can find it. And I think we might already have a picture or two of wild shoes, well, in the wild.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Pure capsaicin extract. I'm assuming that's really, really hot. Oh. Well, I think that's what they want, Colleen. They want something really crazy, off the wall, something different. Hey, Caroline, how you doing? Wow, we got 27 people watching the live stream right now. Holy crap. Joel, I do like that idea. I don't like peanut butter, but I certainly can appreciate Cheez-Its and peanut butter. I'm sure people would love that. I'm doing well. Here are the Funyuns, by the way. Look at all those. Hi again, everybody. Pete Kasuji here. Come look at our trees. And don't forget our neighbor beater tomatoes. Okra. Damn it, cat. I adopted a kitten, and yesterday morning I went to feed the kitty some Fancy Feast cat food. I had just woken up and was wearing my only boxers when I opened the container. Kitty jumped up and excitedly grabbed my leg. Cat food and cat food juice went everywhere in my kitchen. Still smells like stanky cat food. Well, that's not bad. Damn it, cat. Maybe, damn it, cat, damn it, dog. It's a good idea. I'll bring that up.
Guilty plea on child porn charges. Well, latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
What do we know about this guy, Mr. Hot Stuff?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday from 5 to 7. Looking for wild card ingredient suggestions for Miami Valley's Morning News Chop Challenge. Here's what they're making. They're making a date night dish featuring a turkey leg and cherry tomatoes. And the Miami Valley Morning News crew has asked us Edgeheads to come up with a wild card ingredient. It could be something crazy off the wall. Somebody's already suggested Cheez-Its, Sour Patch Kids, pumpkin, crunchy peanut butter, and some smelly fruit called durian. So if you got a suggestion, I want to talk to you. 937-457-1290. Jennifer and Troy. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing well. You got a suggestion?
I do. Actually, I have two because I couldn't decide. But
Okay.
garlic
or garlic's a good one.
cashews.
Oh, cashews. Yeah, I love cashews. You know, it's funny. My wife, she was buying some mixed nuts. Like it was a box of mixed nuts, like different bags. There were cashews, there were roasted, there were peanuts, that kind of thing. And she said, "Hey, would you eat cashews? I've never had cashews. Are they any good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, oh my God, I love cashews. They're the best. They're the best nut of all the nuts."
You've never had cashews?
I've had cashews. She never had cashews.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She's missing out.
I love them. I love them. Extra salty,
too.
in fact.
Yeah,
All right, I'll write it down, Jennifer. Thank you. Hey, Monica in Fairborn. What's up, Monica?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. You got a suggestion?
Yes, I do. Geta.
What is it?
Geta. Goetta.
I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is exactly. What is
Well,
it?
what it is, it's made with steel oats. And back in the day, they would make it with like the leftover parts, the heart, the liver, leftover scrap meats. But even now, when you buy it, it still has like the liver and stuff.
Oh.
And if you don't know how to cook it, it can be very difficult. But it's yummy when it's cooked right.
Well, okay. I'll do a little research on that and see if it's something that might get me in trouble with Larry, because I don't want it to be too difficult or too disgusting for him.
Well, they sell it at all the local stores, and it's big in Cincinnati.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out.
Cincinnati is Gliers.
All right. I'll check it out, Monica. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You're welcome.
That line's open, 937-457-1290. If you got an ingredient. Oh, avocado. That sounds good. Go.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Turnips. Rutabagas. Not only are rutabagas tasty, it's fun to say. Rutabaga. Rutabaga, baga, rutabaga. Soy sauce, ooh, or fish sauce. That's not bad. I refuse to suggest beets. I am no fan of the beets. And I'm not going to make anybody else eat beets. Ooh, black olives. That's good. Turkey leg and cherry tomatoes. So it's got to be, I don't know if it's a side. Jalapenos. That's a good one. Oh, yes, mushrooms. One of my favorites. It is supposed to be a date night style meal, so I don't know if like garlic, because a caller mentioned garlic, but I guess if you're on a date, you may not want to taste or smell like garlic. You know? Danny, that's a good idea. Some sort of turkey tomato pizza.
WHIO wants to put you on our payroll. It's the all-new WHIO payroll payout.
Money for
Get on the WHIO payroll and win $1,000 of our money. Download the WHIO app or visit WHIO.com for full details. Now, back to America's most listened to talk lineup, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing
and listen.
Now hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now listen to me carefully. Boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I love your yams, they're the greatest of all. Your potatoes ain't bad, but what I really want is your yams. Your yams are so sweet, I can't help salivate. So pass me the bowl, I want to fill up my plate with your yams. Now these yams might not be a bad idea for the wild card ingredient for the Miami Valley Morning News Chop Challenge. They're so tasty by far. Probably go good with turkey. Don't mind. I want to bury my face in your yams. Yams, not a bad choice. Off the live stream, by the way, we have almost 30 people watching the live stream tonight. That is, what do we call a group of edgeheads? Like a herd? A horde? A chaos of edgeheads? I don't know. We need a good name for them. Anyway, we've had mushrooms suggested, jalapenos, black olives, bacon. That's a no-brainer. Though somebody did suggest beets, and I can't stand beets. And I'm not going to suggest beets because I'm not going to make anybody else eat beets. I mean, I'm not cruel. I'm not cruel like some people. I wouldn't do that. So if you got a suggestion, 937-457-1290. The main ingredients of this date night style dinner that people on the morning show, they're each going to make their own dish, and then they've got a panel of judges. I'm hoping I'm one of them. Turkey leg and cherry tomatoes. Those are the two ingredients thus far. And whatever we come up with tonight here on the show, those three things have to be in the recipe. However, they can add other items to it, but those three things have to be in it. And I think the wilder, the better. Now, I'm not, and somebody also suggested like ghost pepper. I'm not going to do that to people. I mean, then you just kind of ruin it. I know a lot of people like ghost pepper, but most don't. They can't deal with it. So I'm not going to, I don't want this to be miserable and then have them blame me. That's not how this works. Carla in Kettering. Hey, Carla.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well.
Good. I'm suggesting, I know you're not going to do it, anchovies.
What are they?
Anchovies.
Oh, anchovies. I don't mind anchovies.
I don't either. I love them. And quinoa.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
You got to get a little healthy.
I suppose maybe they'd let me add two. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on tomorrow morning around 7:50, delivering that wild card ingredient. So we'll see what happens between now and then. Thank you, Carla. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, Bob in Kettering. What's up? Hello, Bob.
Yes, Todd. This is Bob.
Yeah, Bob. What's going on, man?
I have the ingredient that's necessary.
Okay.
Is the everything bagel spices.
Oh, I've got a big bottle of that on my counter right now at home.
Yes, sir.
I put that on everything.
I had a everything bagel. Then I had everything bagel sour bread dough made for me.
Yeah.
And then today I had everything bagel biscuit.
Wow.
Down the salt block.
What are they? I wonder what is actually in the everything bagel seasoning. I mean, honestly, I've never really looked. I just know that it's daggone good.
I think there's some poppy seeds in there probably, and
right.
Some salt maybe, and pepper and
crack,
seeds, etc.
Crack maybe because it's very, very addictive. Yeah.
Crack spices.
Probably. All right, Bob. Thanks for that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea for sure. We got some snake news.
Snakes. Snakes everywhere!
Do you like snakes?
I hate snakes.
I'm afraid of snakes.
Those are snakes.
Everywhere, snakes.
It's full of snakes.
Are there snakes down there?
Why did it have to be snakes?
I like that idea. Madness of Edgeheads. That would be a good name for a group of Edgeheads. It's a madness of Edgeheads. A couple other suggestions. We had calamari. That's good. I like that. Somebody mentioned Mike sells green onion potato chips. Not bad. Here's this. This is a crazy snake story. I remember when I was a kid, there was a show on TV called Emergency. And it was basically a story of a fire department in Southern California, Los Angeles. And they worked at Station 51. And I loved that show so much. I don't know if it's still on MeTV. It was for a while, and I used to watch it on MeTV. But there was an episode where somebody reached into their mailbox to get their mail, and there was a rattlesnake inside. And I remember, oh man, that creeped me out because I don't like snakes. I particularly don't like rattlesnakes. I've had my own experience with rattlesnakes. But I remember that. Well, this story is similar to that, but it wasn't reaching into a mailbox because a snake could somehow maybe find its way into a mailbox. You know, it's dark, it's cool on a hot, sunny day. They're trying to chill and they find their way into a mailbox. It might be left partially open. A San Bernardino, California man says he thinks someone is trying to kill him after a live rattlesnake was shipped to him in the mail. The man says he picked up a package at his local post office, and as he was driving away, a friend who was with him opened the box. Hey, let's see what's in the box. Let's see what you got. And that wasn't a very good rattlesnake, but you get the point. The man says when his friend opened the box, she immediately became startled, of course. I'd crashed the car. And she inadvertently threw the box at him. And he didn't crash the car. The box was stuffed with cotton balls to muffle the sound of the 2-foot-long rattler, so the postal workers wouldn't hear it. The box had a return address of Palm Coast, Florida, but according to the tracking information, it was mailed from Hayward, California. Now, here's where it gets weird. The man says a nearly identical package was sent to his home in Florida, and that he told his family members there to take it to the police without opening it. No word on what was in the package. Could have been a snake. Could have been scorpions. Who knows? But the man says to him it's attempted murder, and he has no idea who would send it or why. I'm not a gangster, he says. He's a trucker. Both the local sheriff's office and U.S. Postal Inspection Service is investigating. Now, here's the thing. You might ask the question, how did a rattlesnake survive being mailed? Apparently, according to the National Wildlife Federation, a rattlesnake eats only once every 2 weeks and can go without food. So, boy, oh boy, that would be scary. Remember the rash of the white powder? What was that? You know, it was being mailed. The poison. It was being mailed. It was like years ago. Ron, you got it. What is it? I want to say ricin, but that's not it.
Anthrax.
Anthrax. That's right. That was bad, of course. But a rattlesnake. Woo. Crazy, crazy. Dan and Dayton, what's going on, Dan?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Hajimemashite. Aroshiko onegatai shimasu.
Hey, add some ingredients from Dayton besides the Cheez-Its.
Okay, maybe some Esther Price.
How about some type of Marion's pizza, or a certain type of killer brownie, or a can of artisan ale from Warped Wing?
Oh,
something Dayton specific.
Beer. I like that idea. That could be an ingredient to add. I mean, I know Brittany knocks a few back now and then. So does Hanskin. I'm not sure if Jake Magnon is old enough to drink. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All good stuff, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, great job. Keep it up.
Oh,
enjoy your show.
Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate that. 937-457-1290. All right, so we're going to give away a pair of tickets right now to caller number 5, 937-457-1290. These are a pair of tickets to see the Dayton Live presentation of the play The Kite Runner. It's based on an international best-selling award-winning novel. The performance is opening night, Tuesday, May 28th at Victoria Theater. That, of course, is next Tuesday night. The tickets will be at will call. So if you'd like to win a pair of tickets, give us a call. 937-457-1290. Be the 5th caller, and you will be a winner.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
WHIO news time is 5:50. Now your Storm Center 7:40.
You know, I think one of the reasons I love that show so much, it was the character John Gage, and the actor who played that, I loved his name, Randolph Mantooth. I really loved that show. You know, there was a period of time, like probably many kids when they're growing up, I wanted to be a firefighter. And had my little fireman's outfit, you know. An aura in reference to a group of polar bears, an aurora, and a concerto of crickets. Huh. I like shrimp. That's a good one. I'll tell you the other show that I really liked, and I think it was again, it had to do with public service. I love SWAT. Do you remember SWAT, the original SWAT, not the one that's on now? I don't care for that one. I don't even know if that one's on anymore. Might be, probably is. It had a great theme song. Yeah, it was a great combo. I loved SWAT and I loved Emergency. And the other show that I watched during that time was also a fan favorite for many people was the $6 Million Man. Those three shows right there, that was essentially my childhood as far as TV shows went. At least back in the 70s. And then when we got into the 80s, I I became enthralled with like WKRP in Cincinnati. That's when I fell in love with radio. One of the many reasons. Oh, I like those shows too. I mean, I love Dukes of Hazzard and The Incredible Hulk. But those three, I remember those three. I mean, I was probably like 4 or 5, 6. I was watching those. Sanford and Son. I watched that on occasion. I think I watched it more when I went to my grandparents' house. Oh, yeah, MASH was great. If I stumble upon an episode of MASH, I almost always watch it.
Settlement is finalized over the East Palestine train derailment. We'll have that for you at 6 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
And Tom, what were you again?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Why don't you get a job, Spicoli?
What for?
You need money.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. An iconic film pothead, of course, Spicoli. I bring that up because I saw this report today. For the first time, the number of Americans who admit that they use marijuana just about every day has surpassed the number of people who say they drink that often. So for 40 years, it's been more people drink every day than smoke weed. That is now flipped, according to this report. In 2022, an estimated 17.7 million people reported using pot daily or near daily, compared to 14.7 million daily drinkers. So now it's shifted. There's less drinking and there's more smoking. And I've heard this. I've heard that alcohol consumption in the younger demographic, like millennials and zennials and phillennial, is that a thing? I don't know. that they don't drink as much as the older generations did. Now, I don't know if that means that they're smoking the weed, or maybe they're just not imbibing as much as the older generations. I don't know. But that's kind of interesting. They say alcohol is still more widely used, but in 2022, that was the first time the level of daily use of marijuana overtook alcohol. So there you go. That's interesting to me.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H. Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Sardines. That's not bad. That's not bad. Ooh. Sergeant KBJ, that sounds good. I like that. Mild chili peppers, lime, and sea salt. Tajin? That's interesting. Mayonnaise. Tayshin. All right. That sounds good.
15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
WHIO wants to put you on our payroll. It's the all-new WHIO payroll payout.
Money for nothing.
Get on the WHIO payroll and win $1,000 of our money. Download the WHIO app or visit WHIO.com for full details. Now, back to America's most listened to talk lineup, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Can I turn on your radio?
Yes, already.
It's almost showtime.
Who's your favorite talk radio personality?
That's Todd.
He's weird.
Monday through Friday.
He's strange. 5 to 7. Sloppy.
I mean, he sounds perfect.
He's dreamy.
What do you say? Let's get it going.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd. You know, yeah, it's just a goofy name, okay? Hi, what's your name? Todd. I'm Todd.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. You can watch the show on the live stream. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It's quite a group of live stream viewers. We need a name, though, for the group of Edgeheads. It just kind of, the idea sparked last hour. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. William, my producer tonight, he's asking for attention. Do you have an idea? Is what we could call a group of Edgeheads.
I do have an idea.
Okay.
So you know how you have like a head of lettuce and they're Edgeheads?
Yes.
To be a head of Edgeheads.
A head of Edgeheads. That might be a little hard for me to say, especially after a head of Edgeheads. Head of Edgeheads.
You just got to keep saying it over and over again until it sticks.
Head of Edgeheads. Though somebody mentioned madness, and I do like that. A madness. It's kind of like a murder of what are they? Crows or yeah. So a madness of Edgeheads. And they are honestly kind of mad. The people that watch the live stream, they're a different breed. Just like Larry Hanskin said the other morning on the show, brought to my attention that he said the people that listen to this show are a different breed. I'm not sure what he meant by that. But he was talking about this Miami Valley Morning News Chop Challenge. The morning team, of course, Larry, Jeremy, Brittany, Britley, and Jake. They're doing this deal where they're all making, I think most of them are making a dish. And they're all going to be using the same sort of base. They chose it this morning on the show. Jeremy randomly chose turkey legs. He also chose cherry tomatoes. And the style of dinner will be date night. Those were all randomly chosen. And what they are asking us edgeheads to come up with is a wild card ingredient. Now, it could be anything. It could be any sort of ingredient. And we've had some good ones. Of course, somebody mentioned Cheez-It, which I think would just be too obvious. But I like the idea. Sour Patch Kids, pumpkin, crunchy peanut butter, garlic. Though if it's going to be date night, I'm not sure you want to taste or smell like garlic, unless you're both agreeing on garlic. My wife and I sometimes have done that. Like we both decide, we're going to get garlic chicken wings or whatever it might be. Cashews, Gouda. I think that's how you pronounced it. She pronounced it. Avocado, mushrooms, jalapeno, black olives, soy sauce, bacon, shrimp, everything, bagel seasoning. But here's one that I find intriguing. And somebody off the live stream mentioned the Mexican ingredient or seasoning, Tajín. And it is a mild chili pepper with lime and sea salt. And that sounds good to me. Not too hot. It's mild. A mild chili pepper. I like a mild chili pepper. Not something that's going to burn my eyes out or make the skin peel off my face. I don't want that. That's no fun. That's why I'm not suggesting ghost pepper. People said that. No, I ain't going to do that. But I'm taking your suggestions, 937-457-1290. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to kind of narrow it down. And then tomorrow morning around 7:15 or 7:50, not 15, 7:50 in the morning on Miami Valley's Morning News, I will be calling in and I will be revealing to Miami Valley's Morning News their wild card ingredient. Now, along with the turkey leg and the cherry tomatoes and whatever ingredient I suggest, whatever recipe they all come up with, they can add other stuff, but they have to use those three things: the turkey leg, cherry tomato, and whatever ingredient we come up with. So, have I explained it thoroughly? I think so. If you've got a suggestion, give us a call, 937-457-1290. No, and we're not calling a group of edgeheads an orgy of edgeheads. Thank you, John, but that's not going to happen. It's time for a new feature. I've been talking about this. We've had some crazy neighbor stories. I myself had a crazy neighbor story. The lady who vandalized our front flower bed with straw, who lives across the street a month or so ago, caught on camera. But finally, I thought, you know what? We get stories like this all the time, crazy neighbor stories. So it's a brand new feature called Worst Neighbors Ever.
What kind of neighbors you got?
Oh, quite the worst. They're my neighbors, and they make me sick.
Crazy ass neighbor.
Well, if it isn't my neighbor.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
You are the worst neighbor in the world.
I hate my neighbors.
So this could have been a Florida man, but I wanted to feature this new feature. Worst Neighbors Ever. A South Florida man is facing felony charges after deputies say he threw mangoes at his neighbor during an argument. Now, mangoes might not be a bad suggestion for the food challenge. According to Broward County Sheriff's Office, the tropical fruit-filled crime, it should have been the tropical fruit-filled felony, happened Sunday after the victim went up to his neighbor to inquire about a mango that had fallen onto the side of his patio and made a loud noise. The 61-year-old suspect owns a mango tree at his home and became enraged and started yelling at his neighbor. So here's the story. They're neighbors. The 61-year-old guy has a mango tree. A mango fell onto the patio of this neighbor. It doesn't indicate that the neighbor was upset, but he just inquired about this mango that fell and made a loud noise. Well, the 61-year-old mango tree owner became enraged. He then grabbed 2 mangoes and winged it at his neighbor. One of them missed, but the other hit the man squarely in the chest. Deputies say the suspect then threw a rock at the victim, which he successfully dodged. When deputies arrived at the scene and spoke to the mango man, he told them he threw the mangoes at the neighbor, because he thought he was gay. I think you're gay, so I'm going to throw mangoes at you. According to the report, though, the victim is married to a woman and has children. So where he got the idea that the neighbor was gay, who knows? But if you're going to be throwing fruit, you might have something going on in your head, right? You might be a little off. Deputies said that he feared for his life. This was the victim. He feared for his life, his wife, and his own and his kids' life. From mangoes? I think if some old guy was throwing mangoes at me, I could take him, right? I'd keep a coconut on hand, just in case. If it's going to be a fruit fight, be ready to throw down. Brenda in Miamisburg. Hey, Brenda.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. You got a suggestion for the Miami Valley Morning News Chop Challenge?
Yes. So, Meyer sells liquid basil.
Liquid basil?
It is so good. On a hard-boiled egg with some olive oil and some sea salt.
Oh, wow. Liquid basil. I guess you could sort of, could you baste something with that? Maybe? I don't know. Like a turkey leg?
Oh, yeah. Mix it with that olive oil.
I think I hit Brenda's sweet spot there. Did you hear that?
It is
baste that turkey leg. Okay.
I'm telling you, Todd. Gotta try it.
I will try it. I'll get myself some liquid basil. Thank you, Brenda. Let's see. Daniel in Greenville. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. You got a suggestion for the food challenge?
Absolutely. And it's a challenging ingredient.
Okay, let's hear it.
It is Limburger cheese.
Limburger cheese. Now, see, I knew I was going to get suggestions like something like that. The last hour we had somebody mention a fruit called durian fruit, which I guess smells really bad. We've had people suggest ghost pepper. Here's the thing. I don't want to suggest something that is going to turn them against me. It would be very easy for me to come up with something that would just be outlandish and disgusting or hot, right, or whatever. And then they'd be like, see, there's Todd. He's trying to be showboating,
Actually, this was actually a challenge ingredient, because if you work it correctly, it actually is really good.
Well, I would imagine. I've never had it, but maybe they'll have some this weekend at Austin Landing on Saturday. It's Cheese Fest. Might check it out. Might check it out. Go get yourself a Limburger cheese sandwich. I guess you could probably do that grilled, couldn't you? 937-457-1290. So if you got a suggestion, well, I'd love to hear it. Also, we have another pair of tickets to give away. And William, if it's okay, we're going to give a pair now, right? Is that okay? Pair of tickets to see the Dayton Live presentation of the play The Kite Runner, based on the international best-selling award-winning novel. It's Tuesday night, May 28th, opening night, Victoria Theater. If you'd like to go, be the fifth caller right now at 937-457-1290, and we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out. T-O. Double D. H. Oh. Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right, I can't take it anymore. I got 4 bags of Funyuns here, and I've not dug in yet, but the Funyuns were calling my name. A gaggle? That's a good name. A gaggle. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate that. Oh, cream cheese is good. Look at them. I talked about it last hour. The Funyun fairy came by my desk. No, I don't, Steve. I would eat them all. Isn't it exciting to watch me eat? Is it? Is that ASMR? Hey, Christina, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I would imagine. Our dogs do the same thing. They hear something like that, they're like, oh. Hey, Chris, did you see I fixed the issue?
Now, 937-457-1290 or message him at evening@Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, taking your suggestions for a wild card ingredient for Miami Valley Morning News and their Chopped Challenge. If I had a little more time to prepare this, and the truth is I did, I just didn't. I didn't take advantage of that time. I would have come up with some sort of snazzy open for the Miami Valley News Chop Challenge, but I didn't. And I mentioned this last hour. I had a visit today from the Funyun Ferry. Last night we were talking about Funyuns. A guy in Indianapolis stole a bag of Funyuns and got arrested for it. And I tried to get Parker Testa, producing last night, to get me a small bag of Funyuns out of the machine, but there weren't any. Usually there are, but I was at my desk today working on some stuff. I had to run down here to the studios. And when I came back, there were 4 bags of Funyuns on my desk. So I got a visit from the Funyun Ferry, and I've heard that this right here is very soothing to some people. William, my producer, would you like a bag of Funyuns? Yeah? Okay. I'll save one for you. 937-457-1290. So if you have a suggestion on this ingredient, a wild card ingredient for the Chop Challenge, let me hear it. Go ahead, Glenn in New Lebanon. What's going on?
Hey, not a whole lot, Todd. How about you?
I'm enjoying some Funyuns, and I'm ready for a long weekend.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, I ate Funyuns a lot in my lunch, and they used to call me Funyun Onion.
That's not bad. You know what I saw today? That I was looking actually for a Funyun song. Shockingly, no Funyun song, Glenn. But somebody, and I've never seen this before, they take they find good size Funyuns and they stick them over a hot dog and then put them on a bun with mustard and condiments. Yeah, it's sure. Yeah, put a ring on it. Put a ring on it, they say. So anyway, go on, Glenn. What's up?
Anyway, I thought that one of your mystery ingredients should be cocoa.
Oh, cocoa, like just chocolate cocoa, or
yeah, just cocoa, not chocolate, but cocoa.
Cocoa? You mean like a bag of Swiss Miss cocoa?
No, you get your cocos you make chocolate out of.
Right.
Yeah, just the cocoa,
like the cocoa bean.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's not bad. Some sort of chocolate flavored turkey leg might be in order. Okay.
I think it'll go with tomatoes actually, but I don't know. I'd have to try it to find out, make sure. But
I will see. Look, I'm going to narrow it down. I've got a lot of great suggestions, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Glenn, I appreciate it. Captain Scurvy watching the live stream suggested spam. Spam? I'll write it down. But if you got an idea, 937-457-1290. Again, I don't want to give them a suggestion that's going to irritate them and be like, see, Todd's just, he's trying to be funny, or he's trying to, he's trying to be annoying. I mean, they're used to that, but I don't want to dig any deeper. You know what I mean? So if you got a suggestion, hit me up.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Chocolate gravy. Oh, horseradish. That's a good one. I'll be right back. Yeah, I like that. Excuse me. Hold on. I got a Funyun caught. Did they really?
To put you on our payroll. It's the all-new WHIO payroll payout.
Money for nothing.
Get on the WHIO payroll and win $1,000 of our money. Download the WHIO app or visit WHIO.com for full details. Now, back to America's most listened to talk lineup, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday. Excuse me, 5 to 7. The live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. William, my producer, I have a question. Do you have any life-saving skills?
Like
Like CPR, the Heimlich, or anything like that?
I used to be CPR certified. I had to do it for this scout thing I was a part of.
How about the Heimlich? Do you think you could get your arms around me if you had to?
If I had to, yeah.
I just during the break there, I had a moment where a Funyun got lodged in my throat a little bit. I wasn't afraid that I was going to die or anything, but I could feel it, and I had to take a couple of drinks of water, and I thought, if somebody's going to be producing my show, they really ought to know life-saving.
I think that should be mandatory training.
I
for
think
all your
so.
producers.
That's right. One, CPR, and two, can they get their arms around him to give him the Heimlich? This is why I don't normally eat when I'm on the air. You just don't want to. I don't want to die on the air of Funyun and asphyxiation.
If you need help, just start banging on the glass that separates us, and I'll know. That'll be the cue.
I will do that. 937-457-1290. Joe in Centerville. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Todd. How you doing? I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I got a suggestion for your Edgehead group.
Oh, let's hear it.
Over the Edge Heads.
Over the Edge Heads. That's not bad. Yeah. That's not bad. I thought of something a little bit earlier, and let me get your take. What do you think of an expanse of edge heads?
An expanse of edge heads. That's probably too sophisticated for that group.
Are you slamming our Edgehead crew, our Edgehead nation?
Oh no! I love your group.
That word's too big. It's a $5 word. All right, Joe. I appreciate it.
Take care.
All right. Over the Edgeheads. We've got some dog news.
Oh, I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. Yes, I'm a good dog. 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 what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm a real good dog. See, I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog.
Lisa suggests off the live stream a devil of Edgeheads. I don't know. Does a devil mean like a group? I don't know. But then again, a murder of that doesn't just scream. That's a group, but that's what they call the crows. So I don't know. Maybe an exposure. Oh, the squirrel pack. I like that one. That's not bad. Well, here's a dog story, and it's gonna sound like it's a sad dog story, but it's not a sad dog story. So just prepare yourself, okay? There's a woman in Maryland who, back in December of 2022, she adopted a dog from a local shelter and she named him Bo. So this woman, she got her dog and she took Bo home. A couple of months after she adopted Bo, the dog started acting a little differently. So she took Bo to the vet, and the vet said that he may have some sort of neurological condition. He prescribed Bo medication, but he told her, he said, like, if this continues, you may have to take him to the ER. Well, he didn't get any better, even on the medication. So this woman took Bo to the ER doctor, and the doctor agreed with the initial vet's assessment and said that there could be some major health problems with Bo that would continue to develop. Early on, the vet she consulted with indicated that there were some tests that they could perform that were quite serious and also quite expensive. And they also said that Bo's quality of life might not improve even after that. And they suggested the dreaded euthanasia, because you don't want your dog to be in pain, right? So after giving this some serious thought, she made the difficult decision. She got a letter from the vet saying that Bo's life may not last much longer and his quality of life was going to drastically diminish. And she took him to local county animal services to sadly put him down. And that's terrible. It's terrible. But remember, this isn't a sad story, but it's a little confusing. A year later, this woman was on the animal adoption Facebook page where she found Bo originally. And guess who she saw up for adoption on the page? That's right. It was none other than Bo. So I can understand, like, wait a second. I thought this dog had to be euthanized. I loved this dog. The vet said you should probably consider this. So I brought the dog in to be put down. But now here he is, up for adoption again. Apparently, when you, in this location, and this is in Gaithersburg, Maryland, it's in Montgomery County, Maryland, that on the form that you have to fill out before you can have an animal euthanized, it says that if the county animal service determines that the pet and its condition is treatable and adoptable, they have the right to treat the dog or cat or whatever it might be and put it back up for adoption. And they don't, as a policy, contact the previous owner who, quote unquote, surrendered the dog in this case. Well, it turns out that Bo had some sort of liver issue that they were able to pinpoint, and they were able to treat, and they were able to restore his quality of life. This whole time, the woman thought her dog was gone. And it took her a while to get back to the point where she was ready to adopt another dog. And that happens. A lot of people go through that. You lose a dog, you don't want to go get one right away. It hurts too much. So she started looking to adopt another dog, and there's Bo. The adoption organization told a local news outlet there in Gaithersburg, Maryland, that while they understand how difficult the situation is for the woman, it's their policy not to return the surrendered dogs to their former owners. And they indicated they're going to be sticking to this policy in this situation. You have got to be kidding me. That is nuts. Now, I'm not saying that what they did was underhanded, but there's got to be some mechanism in place that if somebody comes in and brings their dog and says, hey, this dog needs to be euthanized. Here's a letter from my veterinarian. This is why. But then later they figure out, well, maybe not. They should call the owner and say, hey, look, we've figured this out. Now, I guess they would then maybe turn around and try to charge that owner whatever it costs to bring back the dog's quality of life, because, again, that could be very expensive. If this dog had liver issues, maybe they did these expensive tests, all paid by the taxpayer, by the way. But good, because Bo survived. Bo is alive. But Bo's probably not Bo anymore. Bo's probably been adopted with some other family and has a different name. So just a crazy, crazy story. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if this story, it really gets out there and it kind of goes viral, that there might be some changes in that policy, because that just seems a little screwy. You know, I would be heartbroken if I thought, and God forbid, something happened to Lily or Luna, that we thought we had to put him down, and then a short time later we see him up on Facebook page. Hey, come adopt this dog. And they won't let you adopt it. I bet that's the other aspect. Maybe they won't let you come back and adopt it. That's just crazy. Crazy, crazy. Let's talk to Lisa in Kettering. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, hi, Todd. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Do you have an ingredient for the food challenge, or do you have an Edgehead name, or what do you think? What's going on?
I got an Edgehead name. I was thinking of living on the Edgeheads.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's like a group, it's like a pack of wolves, or a murder of crows, or a herd of buffalo. You know what I mean? It's like a name that sort of designates a large group.
Oh, okay. Well,
like an ocean of edgeheads, or a gaggle of edgeheads.
There you go.
Or a mistake of edgeheads, or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, well, I was just suggesting that.
Well, I
Have
appreciate
a good evening.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't dash your spirits there. I think maybe wasn't quite getting the point of what I was trying to say, which probably happens frequently on this show.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
H.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
The Storm Center 740.
A squabble of edge heads. A harem of edge heads. A Congress of edge heads. Yeah, I don't want to call it. I don't want to have anything to do with Congress. A congregation. A tub. A tub of edge heads. Oh, a scurry. A scurry of edge heads. A posse. That's not bad. I like posse. Scurry. A cackle. Oh, I like that one. Isn't that kind of a cackle? I like barrel. Not just because of the Todd's Barrel Roll beer, but the Barrel of Monkeys.
Evening Eds with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. All right, we got one more pair of tickets to give away. We're going to do it right before the end of the show here to go see the Dayton Live presentation of the play, The Kite Runner, based on the International Best-Selling Award-winning novel. And it's Tuesday night, May 28th, Victoria Theater. If you'd like to go, be the fifth caller, 937-457-1290, and we'll hook you up with those tickets. Dan in Centerville, what's going on, Dan?
Hey, Todd, how are you? Love the show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I came up with a name for the Edgehead. Now it's your newfound love of boxer briefs, or not boxer briefs.
Bikini, men's bikini underbrow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been enjoying them all week.
I thought perhaps it could be a brief of Edgehead.
A brief of Edgeheads. And every time I would say brief of Edgeheads, everybody would get a little smile because they know I'd be talking about my bikini men's briefs.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea, Dan. Not a bad idea. All right. Thanks, buddy. Have a great holiday weekend, and you have a great holiday weekend. I'm off tomorrow night. And, of course, Monday for Memorial Day. I will be back on Tuesday. All right. Narrowed it down to 8 possible wild card ingredients. Tajin, which is the mild Mexican chili seasoning with lime and sea salt, horseradish, bacon, everything bagel topping, Spam, mushrooms, liquid basil, and a last-second entry from Sam, who messaged me, Braunschweiger, which I love. So, I'm going to think about it. Tomorrow morning around 7:50, I'll be on Miami Valley's Morning News, and I will share with them the wild card ingredient for their Chopped Challenge.
Well, show's over, folks. Thanks for coming.
Good show, old man.
Bravo. That was wonderful.
Game over, man. Peace out.
Well, Josh, I thought Cheez-It was just too obvious. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. And I will see you on Tuesday. Okay? Take care. Seriously, be safe.